Hi children, in the previous class we have discussed about the first form of the business organization that is called as sole trading concern. And after completion of that, the next called as the second type of the business that is called as a partnership organization. So what do you mean by partnership? According to the Indian Partnership Act of the 1932, the partnership means the two should come into an agreement. The two ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ two persons should come into an agreement and start and run up of the business. It is called as the partnership business. The two persons should come into the agreement, or the two or more persons should come into the agreement. ಇಬ್ಬರು ಅಥವಾ ಹಲವರು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸೇರಿ ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಡಗಿಸಿಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕರಿತೀರಿ. Here in the partnership business there will be a minimum of the 2 members and the maximum of 50 members in the organization. They are called as the partnership business. So ಕನಿಷ್ಠ ಪಕ್ಷ ಇಬ್ಬರು ಮತ್ತು ಗರಿಷ್ಠ ಪಕ್ಷ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ? 50 ಜನ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಂತ ವ್ಯವಹಾರವನ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಿ? ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕರಿತೀರಿ. And here in a partnership business there are some of the characteristic features of the partnership business. The first one, the number of persons, contractual relationship, no legal distribution between the firm and its partners, unlimited liability. So what do you mean by number of persons? Here, for the purpose of starting and running up of the partnership business, here there will be a minimum of the 2 members and the maximum of the 50 members will be there. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇರಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? ಕನಿಷ್ಠ 2, ಗರಿಷ್ಠ 50 ಜನ ಇದ್ದು ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನ ನಡೆಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್, contractual relationship. Yes, for the purpose of starting and running up of a partnership business, here there is one valuable document should be maintained that is called as a partnership deed. It is also called as an agreement. In a deed, they will going to mention the starting date and the terms and conditions related to the running up of a business, in the sense called as how many days they want to be as a partners. And after completion of the particular date and the time, what they wanted to do ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಸಹ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. Suppose if the contractual agreement has been completed and the business persons are again interested to continue, again they want to make a re-agreement. Otherwise, they want to dissolve the business, because according to the terms and conditions at the time of starting up of a business, they are mentioned the date that is called as a contractual relationship. All the terms and conditions should be maintained. Until and unless the partnership deed that is called as a contract agreement is not there to the business, it is not a valid, it will become a void. Then no legal distribution between the firm and its partners. So here some of the businesses are there, they want to be legally maintained some of the documents. Here there is no any legal distinction between the firm and its partners. They are not having any legally approved according to the Companies Act of 1956. With the self-interest of both the parties, they are coming forward and starting up of a business itself. That's it. Otherwise they are not ready. So ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂಥ ಕಾನೂನುಬದ್ಧವಾದ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. Unlimited liability. Yes, suppose if the partnership business has a loss, what they want you to do? All the partners, those who are entered into the contract, will be having the unlimited liability, in the sense if any loss occurs, they want to sell the assets of the company and bear the loss. And suppose they cannot able to fulfill the loss by selling up of the assets of the business, again there will be a overdue. That time what they want to do, they want to sell the personal assets of them and want to bear a loss. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತನ್ನ ಸ್ವಂತವಾದ ಆಸ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾರಿ ಆದ್ರೂ ಸಹ ಲಾಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ, ಬೇರನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ದೆನ್ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅನುಕೂಲಗಳು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಹೆಸರಿನಲ್ಲೇ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈಸಿ ಆಫ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್, ಎಸ್, until and unless the self-interest is not there, there is no business. But there is an interest between the two parties. They need not able to take any permission by the government and fulfill some of the important documents according to the Companies Act of 1956. But here they can able to easily form by following some of the simple documentation that is called as a partnership deed. All the terms and conditions will be mentioned in that, and according to the terms and conditions they will be go on starting up of the business without any paperwork. Then flexibility, yes, easily. There is no rigid in this partnership business at the time of formation and running. All will be in the form called as a secrecy, and flexibly the partnership business will be run. There will not be any rigid. Pulling of resources and skills, as all the resources of which are there by them, they will be pull ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲಗಳನ್ನ ತಂದು ಹಾಕಿ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಡೆಸ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಎನಿ ಸ್ಕೇರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್. ಅದು ಮೆನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಮಿಷನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಫೈನಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಸಹ. Then division of work, as this is the first one of the principle which is specified by the Henry Fayol to you people. You take any type of an organization, the work should be divided into small and smallest tasks. Why they are going to be divided? Because for the purpose of the reduction of the burden to the person and for the purpose of getting a quality of output based on their specialization and easily to complete the work which is to be assigned to the particular employee. So only the nature of work will be divided into small and smallest tasks, and each work will be assigned to the particular person will be called as a partners, and easily the business will be started running. Then after the division of the work, the next feature that is called as strong credit position. Yes, there is a lack of ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಹೊರತುಪಡಿಸಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಸಾಲಗಳನ್ನ ತರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಇವರು ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಮನಿಯನ್ನ ಬಾರೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇದೆ? ಇಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳ ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ. ದೆನ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್, yes, because the amount will be bifurcated, the profit also will be bifurcated, and all the process will be based on the number of partners. So the tax also will be less for this type of the ತೆರಿಗೆಯನ್ನ ಕಟ್ಟತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಸಹ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ. Then disadvantages of the partnership organization. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜಸ್, ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ನಾವುಗಳು ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಯಾವಾಗ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ, ಸಪೋಸ್ if the position of the partners are quite good, the resources are high. Suppose if the position of the partners are quite less, the resources will be less. ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಮೂಲಗಳು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತಹ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸಂಪನ್ಮೂಲ ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಟು ದ ಜಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್ ಕಂಪನಿ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ರಿಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಕಡಿಮೆನೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅನ್ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ, ಎಸ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್ ಮೈ ಡಿಯರ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್, because if any loss occurs, the persons called as a partners, all of them should bear a loss, and they should come forward to sell the company's assets. Suppose if the assets cannot be satisfied, the overdue, They want to sell their personal assets and bear a loss. That time all the persons will become helpless. Then instability. Here the process in the form called as the instability means lack of stability in the form related to the political background, economic background, or some of the uncertainties related to the understandness or risk, or some of the transactions or variabilities falling into the different processes. So based on here, we are gathered the information, that is instability means the problems are faced by the past. So like this, the instability will be falling, or some of the problems can be faced by the different concepts. The lack of harmony. So what do you mean? So there will be a lack of harmony in this type of businesses, because sometimes there will be a disagreement or discord between the employees called as a partners, those who are working together. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಟ್ಟಾಗಿ ಕೆಲಸವನ್ನ ಮಾಡತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೀವಿಯನ್ಸಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಯೂಟ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನಿ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಿತ್ತಾಟಗಳು ಮತ್ತೆ ಜಗಳಗಳು ಬಂದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇಲ್ಲದಿರಾ ಡಿಸ್ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಹಾರ್ಮೋನಿ ನಾಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾರ್ಮೋನಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಡಿಸ್ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಮಿಸ್ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಲಿಮಿಟೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ partnership business. In the next class, we will discuss with the concepts related to the partnership deed, that is called as the agreement, my dear children. Thank you.